As of 1
Domo
p.m.
minsan
today,
konnichiwa,
the Kingdom of
this-
Erusia has declared war on the Osean Federation. As soon as the news broke out, enemy aircraft began bombing Osean territory, causing widespread destruction. The Air Defense Force has released a statement saying this violent attack was carried out by drones. They speculate the drones were secretly transported to Osea in shipping containers and launched remotely. The Secretary of the Navy has stated that the enemy was targeting naval ports across the country. According to the Secretary, all of the nation's aircraft carriers, including one still under construction, sustained severe damage in the attacks. We have yet to hear back from the department as to the fate of Osean carriers currently at sea. Hold on. I've just received breaking news. The International Space Elevator, which is being built in southern Yuja, has been seized by the Erusian army. Reports say former President Harling was touring the site at the time, but his current whereabouts are unknown. Our sources in government tell us it was Harling's policies regarding the space elevator that caused economic frictions in the area, and which ultimately led to this war. Located near Erusia, on the continent of Yuja, the space elevator has been under construction for some time now. The Executive Office of the Osean Federation has declared a national state of emergency. They have ordered all its armed forces, including Yusian peacekeepers, to mobilize and make the necessary preparations to launch an immediate counterattack. Ladies and gentlemen, our country is officially at war. Stay tuned for further updates.
Breaking news from ENN. Osea launched an attack on the capital today, striking Farbanti from their aircraft carrier, the Kestrel II. After a brutal battle, the Erusian Air Force successfully repelled them. During the air raid, the Osean Air Force fired missiles at the city and managed to shoot down a number of Erusian fighters. Some of the disabled planes then crashed into residential areas.
The world was screwed. 20 years ago, the Earth got slammed by an asteroid. Yuja was on the wrong side of the planet and got hit. Hard. Refugees swarmed the Erusian Republic, the biggest country on the continent, plunging it into chaos. They were desperate and started a war, one they had no hope of winning. That's the war my dad fought and died in. The biggest nations from 2 continents went head-to-head, and the so-called righteous Oseans struck the deal that ended it. They fancied themselves the only nation that could bring peace and stability to the world. They even tried saving the Yusians, still suffering from the disaster. That's how a space elevator, stretching way up into the sky, ended up being built in Yuja, paid for by the Oseans. President Harling said he did it out of compassion for his fellow humans. But to the folks in Erusia, it looked like Osea was moving in to take over. Erusia went from being a republic back to being a kingdom. When they started this new war, they managed to get the drop on everyone. The second the declaration hit the news, Erusian forces took control of the space elevator without spilling a single drop of blood. President Harling was touring the elevator when it happened and disappeared. Then, while that was going on, the Erusian ships that were docked all around Osea released a swarm of drone fighters they had hidden on board in containers. No one thought they were capable of doing what they did that day. With pinpoint accuracy, they managed to take out everything that was military, and not a single civilian was hurt in the process. Osea pissed lots of people off with their huge military presence around the world. Erusia didn't have the same reach, but they could hit their targets faster and cleaner. And when all this was going down, I just so happened to be in my flying drag racer. In case you were wondering, yeah, I survived. I crashed in a bombed-out Osean Air Force base, then got arrested for breaking wartime aviation laws or some crap. The world went from being at peace to being at war, all in the blink of an eye.
Today, Osean airstrikes have shattered the lives of countless Erusians. Their attacks practically leveled the school I went to. It is heartbreaking.
I was tried, found guilty, and stuffed into a cargo ship. For company, I had some court-martialed soldiers. And remember those mothballed planes I told you about before? They were loaded on the ship, too. We headed off down south for several days, and then swung east. That's how I got here. I was thousands of kilometers from Erusia, on the opposite side of the Yuzian continent. For a port, it was dull as hell. It had 3 rusty patrol boats, and the base? The fences were topped with razor wire, the tower had a searchlight and machine guns, and a truck with a gun turret was parked in front of the gate. Its gun was aimed at the yard. This was a prison. This place looked like a full-on base, but half the tanker trucks were just big balloons, and the runways weren't even paved, just painted on the dirt. The whole place was just one big fat lie. The only reason I was here is because they knew I'd restored a supersonic plane. They wanted me to make something out of the mothballed planes they brought, that they could park on the fake runway. Can you believe that shit? So, I tried to escape. They found out and set the dogs on me.
どうも皆さん、エホエホです。ストーリー深すぎ、長すぎるけどそれはめちゃくちゃいい。
And all countries on the Yuzian continent stationing the IUN peacekeeping force. And we are now at war. Aligned with Erusia, a combination of these forces. Additionally, after the previous war, the space elevator, whoever has control of it, we cannot turn a blind eye. Fort Gray's air is an advanced element. First, you will. The enemy has deployed. You are to destroy them. They should not pose much of a threat. However, there is a high likelihood that the attack will draw more enemy air support.
もうそれはつまり増援
If
が
that
来るって言っ
happens,
てるっ
fight
て
them
こ
off
とね。
swiftly and establish air superiority.
しょうがないな。というわけで今回はね、対地戦でございます。施設を破壊してくださいと。はい、わかりました。機体の特殊強化パーツ解放。で、俺は今いくら持ってんの ?54,700。で、これが、使わなかったけど、これで買うと4連ミサイルとか GP1 めっちゃ分かりやすいんだけど説明こう横にさ下にこう書いてくれんじゃん右の部分から分かるでこれが加速性のアップスーパートムキャットかっけえ7万足りねえ待って今8なんたら8に一緒に攻撃できるのどれも高いね高いうわどんだけF235 もう皆さんこれがエースコンバットです来ましたこれが望んでたエースコンバット待ってこれは今から何をすればいいとりあえずいらないかな4連あるしまあいいでしょうはい今とりあえず使える行きましょうずいぶん時間かかったね
Current target is on rails, but there's still military vehicles and anti-air weaponry. Destroy the target. But HQ has made it clear that no harm should come to civilians and no damage is to be done to
やっ
public
ぱ空の
facilities.
敵だよね
But, any...
行くぜ味方待ってどんな敵ロケランっていうかミサイル撃ってくる系
Open off now, Trigger. War has officially
一
begun.
発で死ぬね
H2 has crashed.
What?
The
Pay attention to who's on what side.
あ、めっちゃ来てる。
SIFF is connected to our entire force via satellites. It's reliable, so trust your radars.
はい。うわ。
Dodged it.
Take it out.
う
Continue with the mission.
Transports attacking.
わ。任せろ。
Missile launch.
あー、
The
狙
clouds
っ
don't
て
just
る。
affect your field of vision. They also mess with your HUD and radar. The Seekers get to their targets
Woo!
too.
あばよ。なんだって。サキュー。わっ。なに今の。あ？
Mind focused.
いや、
All
集中で
transports
き
have
ない
been。destroyed.
5 targets
サキ
remaining.
ュ
Enemy transport destroyed. There's more.
ー。いいね。ロック後ろから
4 targets remaining.
俺の旋回の方が早いね。ああ、球数がもうやばい。球がやっべ。敵に逃げられた。ヘイ、もう一回逃げてみ。
That's a miss.
あるだよ。
You want us to take down the enemy without damaging any public facilities? That's gonna be a service. Launch preparations complete. Bolts are free. Whenever you're ready. Clear 15 meters. UAVs ready to
あらよ。
strike. Away.
あら。
What happened?
何が起きた？
Status report.
Multiple bogeys on radar. They're close.
待って、
Wait,
銃
they're being launched.
弾がね、
You're clear to
Arewa?
engage. They're probably
高専生の
hostile.
敵である。敵
Judging by the
What?
way they look and move, they
What?
gotta be drones.
動きがきっしょいよ。
Cloud, no doubt about
なるほど
it.
ね、無人機ね、間違いない。
That doesn't change a
Woo!
thing. Just think of them as somewhat clever decoys. Take them
ほ
all
んま
down.
よ、でっこいに見え
These
る
drones
か。
have great agility. All aircraft. You know what high G turns are, right? Use them.
どうやんの？ハイターン
HQ,
G。
this is
L2 と
Column
R2 とハイターン
Bandits
G2
confirmed
は
as。UAVs. Repeat, bandits are drones.
おー。
Column 1, that
Oh,
doesn't
smoke.
matter. Destroy all enemy fighters and get out. It doesn't matter. He's saying the war can change in an instant. Get over it. Yeah, I just wish they'd give us a bit more warning.
ちょっと早すぎんじゃね？避けんのかなこれも。
Done.
オッケー。一発当たったらいいのね。後ろからミサイル一つ。オッケー、避ける。ほんで、
Missile away.
さあどう避ける？早いな。
Confirmed destroyed. Hell yeah.
逃がす
Column
に。
Squadron, you're not gonna let Mage get all the glory, are ya?
3 enemies to go.
オッケー。
I'm buying dinner for anyone.
Don't ice up in there.
作戦中止。
I'm on this one's tail.
そうだぜ。
Fox 2.
See
Fox
you.
2.
The enemy knows a few moves, but that's about it. Just chase them down and pull the trigger.
Nice kill, Trigger. Enemy aircraft confirmed down.
危ない危
The
ない。
skies are clear. Nice work, everyone. Mission complete.
Casualties, we couldn't have done any better.
う
Returning to
わー、さ
base.
っきの敵の動き。
I don't
気持ち悪
know.
かっ
Maybe the bandits we took down caused civilian casualties.
た。民間人に被害出ちゃいけんからね。ライトニング。F35。ライトニング。かっこいい。
You've given us air superiority by destroying their radar. The first barrier keeping us from retaking the space elevator is gone.
ほ
Now is the time to group up and begin the counteroffensive. Let us reclaim what is ours.
う。